These 7 steps are the monster in the closet. They are the unseen gremlins wreaking havoc in your processes, and they could be killing your business. Or they could be what's helping you save your business. It all depends on whether or not you're prepared to kill them before they kill you. From a process improvement perspective, these wastes are an invaluable tool because simply by reducing them, you can improve process efficiency. The problem of improvement becomes identifying wasteful activities and identifying the way they are killing business processes. But don't worry too much, because you're already about to conquer the first step, and that is identification. The reduction of wasteful activities leads to an increase in the proportion of value-adding activities. And the more visible the value-adding activities become, the easier it is to then keep improving the process. However, these are the original Sinister 7, and they are the troublemakers you need to focus on in your improvement projects. Transportation. Each time a product is moved, it stands the risk of being damaged, lost, or delayed. As well as being a cost for no added value, transportation does not make any transformation to the product that the customer is willing to pay for. Inventory. Inventory, be it in the form of raw materials, work in process, or finished goods, represents a capital outlay that has not yet produced an income either by the producer or for the customer. Any of these 3 items not being actively processed to add value is waste. Motion. In contrast to transportation, which refers to damage to products and transaction costs associated with moving them, motion refers to the damage that the production process inflicts on the entity that creates the product, such as equipment, wear and tear. Waiting. Whenever goods are not in transport or being processed, they are waiting. In traditional processes, a large part of an individual product's life is spent waiting to be worked on. Over-processing. Over-processing occurs any time more work is done on a piece other than what is required by the customer. This also includes using components that are more precise, complex, higher quality, or expensive. Overproduction. Overproduction happens when there's constantly more product produced than required. It is considered by some to be the worst waste because it hides and it generates all the others. Overproduction leads to excess inventory, which requires the expenditure of resources on storage space and preservation, activities that do not benefit the customer. So this guy is your ringleader. Defects. Whenever defects occur, extra costs are incurred, reworking the part, rescheduling production, etc. This results in labor costs, more time in the work in progress stage. Defects in practice can sometimes double the cost of one single product. Of course, generally the reason for wanting to understand what the 7 waste monsters are is in order to identify them and stop them leaking money into your business processes. A common way to identify them is to capture your processes in a process map, identifying all the inputs and the activities which transform into outputs in diagrammatic form. For more information on process mapping, read our article, Process Mapping, Who Does It and Why. Once the activities have been identified, they can be examined to see if they contain any of the 7 wastes as identified above. This is explored in more detail in our article, Capturing Waste in a Process, Value Stream and the 7 Wastes. You can find these both by typing it into the search area of our blog page. Thanks very much for watching.